Today, we are ranking all the top email marketing platforms out there so you can choose the best one for your business. Choosing the right email marketing software can feel so overwhelming, but honestly, once you know the things we're gonna cover in this video, it's actually gonna be so easy. And here is the secret. The best tool isn't the one with the most features or the cheapest price tag. It's the one you actually open up every single week and use without dreading. So I've gone ahead and tested over 50 different email platforms, and I found 7 that are surprisingly delightful to use, and one of them might just transform how you connect with your customers. Let's get into the ranking. Quick note as we dive in, I have partnered with nearly every platform in this video to get you an exclusive offer. Down below in the description, you will find all the best deals to get started with any of the brands, and yes, they are affiliate links, but I negotiate great deals for my audience. And no, I do not rank any of the email platforms based on the amount they pay out for their affiliate income. If I did, I would have a completely different list. Now that that's out of the way, let me show you exactly how we are gonna rank every single platform. Now, you're gonna see a table on the screen with 3 specific categories. The first one is ease of use. The main question we answer here is, can you jump in and figure it out without watching hours of tutorials? Next up, we need to ask, is this built for 2026 and beyond? We really want to find out, is the platform thinking ahead? Does it have modern features with AI and smart automations and tools that will actually make you successful in the future? Or does it feel like it is stuck in the past? And finally, probably the most important, is the price. The way we do price is not just based on how expensive or cheap it is, but on the actual value that you get. A tool can be cheap but offer nothing, or expensive but worth every penny. This comes down to features, limits, and whether the pricing model makes sense for real businesses. Now, with over 50 tools out there and this ranking just being the top 7, I do want to call out some popular names that didn't make the list. And this is so important because they're not bad, but they're just hyper focus on specific use cases. So in less than 60 seconds, I'm gonna round up these 7 tools for you. First off is Klaviyo. It is the gold standard if you are running an e-commerce store on Shopify or WooCommerce. It does product recommendations, abandoned cart sequences, and purchase behavior tracking really well. Next is Substack, which is fantastic if you want to launch a paid newsletter with 0 technical setup. So if you are a writer and you want the software to handle everything like payments, hosting, and distribution, it's perfect. Beehive is very similar, and it's great for newsletter creators who want monetization baked in. Next up is Squarespace email campaigns, and I do want to mention this only if you have a Squarespace website. This could be a great option because you could add in a blog post or product with 1 click. Next, Perspective is the best funnel builder with email built in. If you need mobile first funnels that actually convert and a CRM all in one place, Perspective is unbeatable. Next, MailChimp used to be the go-to for most small businesses, but honestly, it's gotten so bloated and expensive, it is not worth it at all. Finally, ActiveCampaign. This is an incredibly powerful tool and it does a lot. But for most small business owners, it's like buying a Formula One car when you are just going to the grocery store. It really just doesn't make sense for most small businesses. Starting us off today at number 7, we have Brevo. This platform rebranded from Sendinblue, and they're trying to position themselves as an all-in-one customer platform. When it comes to ease of use, this is somewhat like a Swiss Army knife on a budget. Brevo packs in a lot into one dashboard. So you are gonna get email, SMS, WhatsApp, live chat, CRM, and even phone calls. That's why they earned a B- for ease of use. The interface is clean and the email builder is solid, but trying to do everything makes it feel overwhelming. If you just want simple email marketing, it is a bit much. Now, when it comes to being built for the modern day and the future, Brevo is doing a great job here. I'm gonna give them an A-. They are leaning hard into multi-channel marketing and AI features. For example, they have AI agents that can help you write content or even handle chatbot conversations for you. Plus, they claim a 99% deliverability rate across 160 plus countries, which is awesome. Now, when it comes to value, we have given Brevo a score of a B. This really offers a very powerful solution at a very affordable rate if you want all of those features. So here's my take. Brevo is a fantastic tool if you do want the multi-channel marketing features alongside your email. Being able to send emails and text messages from the same platform is really powerful. Any tool that compares often charges about 10 times what Brevo charges. But that's the catch. It tries to do everything, which means it's not going to excel at any one thing. And when it comes to the actual design experience of your emails, it's going to feel way more corporate and way less creator friendly and just creative in general. Number 6 is going to be Drip. This is a tool for e-commerce brands that aren't on Shopify or need more advanced segmentation than Klaviyo offers. When it comes to ease of use, Drip is designed for marketers who understand automation. So I'm giving it a B- for ease of use. It is definitely not beginner friendly like some other tools out there that we're going to discuss, but if you do know what you're doing, it is incredibly powerful. Tons of customers love the visual workflow builder and how easy it is to segment audiences based on behavior. When it comes to a tool that is built for today and the future, this is an absolute A for me. Drip is constantly innovating with behavior-based automation. They understand that email marketing is best done when you personalize emails at scale. So for example, if someone browses a specific category on your website, Drip can automatically trigger a tailored sequence to them based on that category. That is just one way of how they can personalize marketing at scale. Now, when it comes to value, Drip starts at $39 per month for 2,500 contacts. That is going to be a B in value because there is no free plan and it's not cheap. But if you have a business that is already operating and you want to take it to the next level with advanced segmentation and automation, it will justify the cost very quickly. My take is this: Drip is perfect when you're past the beginner stage and ready to get serious about automation. So if you're thinking, I need to send different messages to different people on what they actually care about, Drip makes that happen without requiring so much extra work. Now, at number 5 is GetResponse. This platform is underrated and honestly deserves more attention. GetResponse gets a B- when it comes to ease of use, and this is why. The interface feels a bit clunky and dated compared to some newer tools out there. So yes, they do have a drag and drop editor, which is powered by AI, but navigating the dashboard just is not as intuitive as it should be. You could build conversion funnels, landing pages, and host webinars, but it takes some clicking around to figure it all out. Next up, is it built for the modern age? And I would say in some ways yes and no. So we are giving it a score of a B. So GetResponse is leaning into AI and they're doing a good job at it. You could use AI to create subject lines, you could figure out when the best time to send an email is, and even adding in product recommendations. They've also got SMS marketing and web push notifications built in. But the overall platform feels like catching up rather than leading. They just don't have an intuitive interface compared to a lot of other tools out there. Now, when it comes to value, the email marketing plan starts at $19 a month for 1,000 contacts. Honestly, that is great. The challenge is the ease of use is a little bit harder. And if you do want marketing automations, that jumps you up to $59 per month for the same plan. So you might be attracted to them at first because it is a lower cost to get in, but over time you might be paying a higher level price for mid-tier execution. But with all that said, if you do need webinars as part of your tech stack, this is actually quite affordable. You're not going to have to pay for another tool to do webinars. You'll be on the creator plan if you are doing webinars, and if you are on that plan, you honestly get a ton of features. This is the tool that probably has the most amount of features than any other tool out there. So if you do want the best fail-safe and insurance policy, so that if you ever need a feature, they probably have it, GetResponse is the best option for you. Number 4 is Email Octopus, and this tool is so straightforward it almost feels like cheating. When it comes to ease of use, Email Octopus strips away almost everything you don't need, and that's why they get an A for ease of use. The interface is clean and minimal. There's no overwhelming dashboard, no features you'll never use, and customers love how fast they can create and send emails without clicking through a million menus. It's honestly refreshingly simple. So they scored high there. When it comes to being a modern platform, here's where Email Octopus actually gets a C. Now, it's not trying to be everything to everyone. They're focused on being the best at one thing. Affordable, reliable, email. That's it. They use Amazon for sending their emails, which means rock solid infrastructure, but there are no AI features and no advanced automations, and that means no true innovation. And hey, sometimes the best innovation is just not overcomplicating things, but is still very basic. When it comes to value, we ranked Email Octopus with a B+. The free plan gives you up to 2,500 subscribers and 10,000 emails per month. But the caveat is their branding is going to be on every single one of the emails you send. So when you upgrade, it starts at $8 per month for 500 subscribers. It is literally half the price of most other competitors out there. You don't get any landing pages, no funnel creator, no CRM, just email. So the way I would look at Email Octopus is for the price, it is solid value for email. So who is this perfect for? This is going to be perfect for you if you are, let's say, allergic to paying for features you don't use. So if you are a blogger, a podcaster, a consultant, a small business owner, or anyone who wants to just send emails without draining your bank account, this is a great tool. The downside is if you do need advanced automations or certain integrations, or you would hope that there would be more built into the tool, well, they might not be the best for you. Number 3 is Flowdesk, and this is a tool for people who care about design. I wish more of these tools really cared about design, but Flowdesk wins the design awards hands down, which also gives them an A+ for ease of use. Customers absolutely love how easy it is to create gorgeous, on-brand emails without touching code. But if you do want the most aesthetic choice, Flowdesk is going to be your best option. Alongside their very simple interface, you could get really creative and not feel overwhelmed. A cool feature they have too is you could import Canva designs directly into Flowdesk, use countdown timers, add shoppable products, and customize everything down to the pixel. In terms of design and customization for emails, this is the best tool by far. Now let's talk about, is it built for the modern world? My response would be, it is kind of. So I'm giving it a C+. Now, Flowdesk looks modern and beautiful, but the automations are pretty basic compared to other brands out there. They've added more workflows recently, but if you are heavy into automations, you'll feel the limits quickly. The part I laugh about with this is that Flowdesk looks exactly like Squarespace, though they have nothing to do with each other. Now, when it comes to value, here is the best part and why they get a B+ for value. Now, once you start with their paid plans, their smallest plan starts at $19 a month for 1,000 subscribers. and they give you unlimited email sends for that price. For how beautiful their emails are, this is insanely good value. Now, the one thing that is most irritating about their plans is that you would have to upgrade to the Pro plan, which is the next tier up, to be able to remove their logo from your footer. Hey guys, if I'm paying for your email tool, I have every right to remove your logo. That to me is invasion of privacy and trying to leverage my audience for their gain, especially if I'm paying them. Now, I get it, $19 a month isn't a ton of money, but to even use that as part of the gimmick of getting you to upgrade to the next tier, to me, it kind of pushes me away. So my overall take for Flowdesk is it's perfect if you are a coach, designer, photographer, creative entrepreneur, or anyone who is building something that the aesthetic side of everything really matters. Your emails are gonna look stunning, and the flat rate pricing for the amount of emails you send is really nice. But if you do need more complex automations, deep integrations, you're gonna outgrow this tool really quickly. Now, coming in at number 2 is MailerLite, and on this channel, I try to review the most surprisingly delightful software, and honestly, this is the definition of that. When it comes to ease of use, MailerLite nails the balance between simple and powerful. So they get an easy A+ for ease of use. When you look at a ton of reviews, customers love just how intuitive it is, so that you could build a campaign, launch, and get your emails out quickly. The drag and drop editor is super clean, and the interface doesn't overwhelm you with a ton of options. And most of all, when you look for good software, you just want everything to work the way you'd expect it to. After I started using MailerLite, the thing I started to say was, wait, why isn't every platform doing this? When it comes to being built for the modern age and the future, MailerLite is an absolute winner. We gave MailerLite an A ranking because it has quietly been innovating really powerful features. They've added a website builder that's huge, landing pages, a way for you to sell your digital products, and even blog functionality. So if you're a creator, you could almost run your entire creative business through MailerLite. Now, when it comes to value, we have given them an A+. The free plan includes up to 500 subscribers and 12,000 emails per month. If you go up to the next plan, that starts at just $9 per month, and then from there you go up to $18 a month, which across all email platforms is incredibly affordable considering you get automation, landing pages, website builder, the ability to sell digital products, and more. I think out of all the tools I'm gonna mention, MailerLite is the best in terms of value. I mentioned earlier, GetResponse has a ton of things, but some of them just kind of feel weak or lackluster. MailerLite does have a lot of features, but they really do them well. Now, my take on MailerLite is that it's honestly perfect in a lot of use cases. It's clean, affordable, and offers a lot of amazing features for you when it comes to email and business. Now, honestly, this one compared to number 1, it is a close competition. And the reason is because MailerLite offers so many other features that number 1 doesn't. But there's something that number 1 has that we're gonna discuss right now that is a best kept secret in email marketing. The number 1 tool in our ranking today is Kit. This is what I personally use for my email, and I use for a ton of clients, and here is why. After reviewing all of these tools, when it comes to ease of use, Kit is ridiculously simple in the best way possible. Some of my favorite features are things like link triggers, where if someone clicks a specific link in your email, you could automatically tag them, add them to a sequence, and then move them into a different group or whatever you want. It is so crazy powerful and effortless, which makes the entire experience of email way more intuitive, not just for you, but also for your list. Now, is it built for the modern age and the future? That is an absolute yes. So whether you want to sell digital products, run a paid newsletter, create landing pages, and automate everything in between, you're able to do all of that within Kit. But that is all important for the modern day and the future is because it comes down to building real relationships. And it is no wonder that most big creators use Kit. For example, Tim Ferriss or Andrew Huberman, they both have some of the biggest lists and audiences in the world, and they trust Kit for their email marketing. But it would make you wonder, why would someone like Shane Parrish or Mark Manson or Ryan Holiday, all of them, they use Kit. Why wouldn't they use another tool? Why don't they use Flowdesk? Because it's the most beautiful platform out there. Why don't they use that? Well, they know something that we often miss, which is building relationship. Kit does everything so well to build relationship in the most intuitive and effortless way. And not just with your subscribers, but also with other creators. Let's talk about it. Kit has something that no other platform, maybe just Substack, does that is so cool, which I would call this their secret weapon. It is gonna be their creator network. Basically, their creator network allows you to see other creators who have similar audiences to yours, and then you guys can promote each other's newsletters. So this is a way that you could scale and grow your newsletter in a way that's different than any other platform out there, which all of this leads to higher open rates because now you're getting more emails into inboxes that lead to people opening the email, clicking the link, signing up for the service, the course, the cohort, whatever it may be. And this takes everything in email to a whole new level. Now, when it comes to value, Kit really is undisputed here. They get an A+ because you could have their plan up to 10,000 subscribers completely for free. And I know that sounds completely absurd. No other company does anything close to that. Once you do start paying, the creator plan starts at $39 per month for 1,000 subscribers, and that includes a ton of automations and integrations. Now, this is my take. Kit is the best for email for creators, coaches, course creators, consultants, and most small businesses. It's built around the idea that your audience is your most valuable asset, and it makes growing and monetizing that audience ridiculously easy. I do notice that most of their branding is focused in on creators and not small businesses, but I would say that their software is perfect for most small businesses. And it's because they value audiences and relationships, not emails specifically. I mean, it's about emails, but it's not about emails. It's about connecting with your audience. The surprisingly delightful moment for me with Kit is that you just click, you build, and it works. Plus, with all the built-in features and integrations, you won't necessarily need to rely on a Zapier or any other tool for automations to flow. And that's also why I think it's such a great tool for small businesses. You could connect it with most website tools, you could connect it with most checkout tools, you could connect all your data into one place. So if I could only recommend one tool to business owners, creators, coaches, consultants, educators, everything in between, that tool is gonna be Kit, hands down. And I do know that this ranking is not for everyone. This is focused in on the business owner, not the professional marketer, because I have this core belief that most businesses that start, they want to start their business. They don't want to focus in on becoming the best email marketer. Find the tool that you're going to actually use every single week without feeling a constant dread of, oh, this is so clunky or hard or whatever. And out of everything we covered, we probably covered your need in one of these tools. So like I mentioned at the beginning, down below, every single link has an exclusive offer that I go and work at to negotiate with the brand on your behalf. Click the links down below to see what specific offers there are for every single brand. And with that, thank you guys for watching. Drop comments if you have any questions down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.